Okay, we're looking at two mosses that are native to the eastern United States. Both of them prefer moist areas, and generally speaking, you can call them palm tree mosses because this is what they look like. But they are pluriocarpic, so they have a central trunk, and then there's branches that come off that, and that's what these are, branches. So that's the tricky part if you're keying them out, perhaps. But anyway, this one here is Thamnobryum alleghaniense, and this one is Climacium americanum. Now, the difference between these is not the leaves. The leaves are, they have teeth at the end, at the tip, and a midrib that goes almost all the way to the top but doesn't really exit the leaf. Some mosses do. But, and they both have these trunks, and there's leaves on the trunk. But the difference here is that this guy does not have pleated leaves. They're cup-shaped. And these do have pleated leaves, and that's the difference. So this one can have branches. These little side branches can branch, so it looks a little more rough, but really very difficult to distinguish outside having a hand lens or something to that effect. So I'm going to say that the Climaciums, specifically americanum, there's two americanum and dendroides. So dendroides means like like a tree, and the difference between those two species, which I do not have dendroides, is that the leaves have little lobes. So you think of a heart-shaped leaf, and that's the base. And so americanum has the little lobes, like on a heart, but dendroides is just a single leaf, and it's also pleated, but otherwise look very much the same to me. Climaciums tend to be a little more fertile, and you'll see more capsules, but I've not seen capsules on either one of these. So, but anyway, the difference, a field difference that I see here is that these guys seem to be consistently on logs in moist forests, especially the bald cypress forests. And I've seen them in Illinois, I've seen them in North Florida, on logs in bald cypress hammocks. In contrast, this guy it can be found on logs certainly, but in Illinois, I found it consistently on rocky areas. So think of an area where a stream tumbles down a bluff. So you'll see them in the moisture areas. Maybe not as moist as with liverwort, but moist areas, and you can see quite large actually. So anyway, so palm tree moss, and what's the other common name? Well, this one's being called the shrub moss, and this is called the palm tree moss, but they're both mosses. There's actually even another genera found in the Pacific Northwest. So, tricky groups. I don't like identifying things by the habitat, because in a dry habitat, something can live at the base of a tree, and in a moister habitat, which can be on the other side of the hill, by the way, it'll be up in the on a limb or something to that effect. But anyway, so two palm tree mosses. So there you go.